the third segment, episode 5 of today. It's the American F.A.M. podcast, the Fletch and Morgan show. Normally the Fletch and Nick show, the American F.A.N. podcast. Third segment, little potpourri, like a little happy bag of everything, whatever we want to talk about for 15, 20 minutes.
We're going to start the week off with some funny stories.
Funny stories that happened this past week, and it's going to lead into tomorrow for me, Monday, on a crazy story that happened to me. So you're sitting down, you're bracing for impact because this was crazy.
Okay.
So the viewers, the few viewership that we do have, everybody, I mean, most of the people know me. So I think only a couple people that actually look at the podcast that don't know me personally, but that's okay, that's good. That's how you grow an audience.
Exactly.
But most of the people know me. They always know that I've had throughout my life the kidney stone issues. I once a year. Since you've known me, I've probably had a few.
100.
Handful of kids. Did I just snort? I haven't snorted since 1995. Dude, that's insane, right there. But yeah, I always had a kidney stone. It's like a hereditary thing. My grandfather had, I think, Cy. There's a shout out to my brother Cy, baby. Cy had 47. My dad had 39 different stones. I'm on stone 36, so I'm going for the family record. But the point of telling you that is not to give you my health history, because nobody gives an F probably about that, or maybe a little bit, but not really. Is to tell you I was at the urology office the other day. Everybody knows me by a first name basis. They even have a nickname for me at the doctor's office. They call me Boulder Boy because I make such big, they're like, oh my God, there he is, Boulder Boy. I was like, hey, how you doing? Like Joy Tribbiani as I walk by, how you doing? If it's a cute nurse. So I'm at the urology office. They got to scan me every 4 months, see if I got any stones brewing, accumulating inside me. So I did. I have a minute one, but I'll handle it. I'll flush it out. I'll get it out. That's the whole point. Talking to my urologist. And then on the second floor is the research department.
All right.
Actually, that's on the third floor. I'm sorry, urology's on the second floor. So the third floor, I go up there because I've been there so many times at that particular medical facility that I go upstairs and I made friends with everybody in the research department. They even know who the hell I am. So once in a while,
I don't know if that's impressive or sad.
It's not. No, it's really sick. It's sad and sick, but no, it's what I do. I try to make friends wherever I go, especially with the female race, in hopes that maybe one day I could get married or have a real relationship where somebody doesn't try to stab me with a screwdriver. But anyways, so I'm at the medical facility. I get scanned on the kidney stones. I go to the research department, and sometimes they have a blood draw, like where you can donate for whatever particular research project. They'll draw your blood. They give you a $50 gift card, right? So that's one of the reasons why I stop in and see the ladies. I was like, you guys got anything? And they're like, hey, you're in your 40s. And I remember it's the younger one that always, says something like this, age related. You older guys like me, you know what I'm talking about, where you get the 25-year-old that says, hey, aren't you in your 40s? Like, yeah. Go on, Chelsea. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. We don't have to focus on that or stress about that. So it's like, anyways, it's like, yeah, Chelsea, yeah. Aren't you heavy as a person? 300 pounds? How would you like it if I said that to you? But no, I can't say that. God forbid I'll be a misogynist or a fattest.
Don't you identify as a pumpkin?
Yeah, don't you identify as a walrus? So a rhino, small elephant? Oh, I don't know. But anyways, so I go down there and they're like, oh my God, yeah, we just got this really cool. We need one more person for this research study. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, it pays $500 a month for 6 months.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what? I was like, what do I have to do for that?
All right.
Besides sleeping with somebody, which I will do for the $500. That's beside the point. And I was like, really? They're like, well, it's a study on virility. So it studies your testicles. So I'm like,
all right.
Well, there's where the bomb went off. I think we just got demonetized. Nick would right now, he would have been passed out on the floor. But it is, it's a study of virility, so you have to go and donate twice a month. You have to go and, you know, well, we'll just say it because it's not offensive. It's a medical term.
Yeah.
You have to go masturbate twice a month so they can check your sperm. But they also, twice a month, they have to they have to measure your testicles. So the nurse is describing this test to me, and she goes, "Yeah, we have to calibrate." She used the word calibrate, which I love, because I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, like okay, go on. You know, like you have to calibrate my nutsack. All right, how do you do that exactly? So I guess they showed the device. I wish I had a similar device. I don't. But she goes, yeah, we have to take. We'll just use the phone, the Fletch phone as a prop, and it's like a mini vice on like a stick, and it squeezes your testicle and it measures, I guess, the testicle size and health. So, so she goes, here's what the device is. Gives it to me. I don't calibrate the thing, so it's got like heavy tension on the spring, and I put my finger in there.
So it's kind of like a clank.
And it squeezed my finger, and ow! It's not going anywhere near my bag. Okay, everybody in the office is on the floor. They're like, "No, you don't do that. Like we do it professionally. It cups and then it squeezes and measures your balls, your testicles." So I'm like, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, if any of you live in the greater Cleveland area and you hear a scream, it's probably me in that calibration machine, because it cups and then squeeze. So but I mean, here's the thing. I've known these people for like 7, 8, 9 years. I have to pull my pants down in front of all these girls. Like all three, I guess one is doing the note taking. I was like, isn't this a one-person job? Like, can't just one person go in, one person has to supervise, and then another person actually has to squeeze my nuts?
That's what I would think.
I mean, right? But I mean, it's a 3-person job, so there's going to be 6 eyeballs on my package. I'm going to be out in the open.
Well, you did say it's a new thing, right?
It's a new thing.
So maybe they haven't done it, and you're the guinea pig.
I mean, that is kind of like, this is a whole study to help out men that, you know, suffer from ED or lose virility over time.
Yeah.
And they just want to study your like sperm habits and your sperm production.
That
Does that
makes
make sense? So, and they want to tie it to testicular size. Yeah, I said that correctly.
Yes.
So, so that's what's going on. And I'm getting $500 a month to have my nuts playing. It's kind of like I'm really scared about possibly being aroused during I don't know what's gonna. I mean, it could be just a freak thing. I don't want it to happen. Or what if it's cold in the room and all you guys that are watching, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Your dudes sometimes like really tighten up. Like if you're nervous or you know, sometimes you have like a nice racquetball, sometimes you have a golf ball like hanging underneath. I'm a little worried about tomorrow, so I'm gonna I'll probably drink alcohol tonight and take some sort of narcotic to calm myself. But anyways, that's what's going on in my world. Hey, here's a great segue. Morgan, what's going on in your world over the last week? Oh my God, how many minutes did I take? I probably took like 8, 9 minutes to talk about my nuts. Like really?
It didn't happen this week, but something similar happened not too long ago. I had to get a pap smear, which is almost just like what you had to get.
Hold on, I gotta take a drink of water. I can't wait for this. Go ahead. Here it comes. I'm having a feeling it might be a laughter issue. So here it comes.
So I never had one, but I had one, but like this, but I've never had one with a plastic one. It's always been metal.
Yeah, I thought they were standard metal.
Yes, and
thought they had to
and
be
they
metal.
say, oh well, now we have plastic because since 2020, we just throw them away and get new ones instead of sterilizing the metal ones. And then I'm thinking, well, you're wasting money, but whatever, not my choice. And they opened it, and it's not smooth. So
Oh my God.
So the plastic's like little itty bitty nails,
Ooh.
and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I could deal with this, so I'm making a fist because
Don't they lube it?
They do, but
there were still little tiny razor edges.
And I
Oh my God.
actually learned this trick from, I think it was Steve Martin, where if you don't want to cry and you don't want to laugh, excuse the dog.
You guys hear this? This is the problem when you do a podcast in a barn with an exhaust fan, and I got an out of control canine.
It's okay.
That'd be funny if I went
it's
off
not like
camera.
my neighbors.
All of a sudden you heard a gunshot. Then I come back. All right, Morgan, continue. So
anyway, so what I learned from the great Steve Martin is you make a fist and you try to dig your nails into your hand so you don't cry or you don't laugh. Or to not think about the pain that's happening, so you think about this pain. So I always do. So that's what I've been doing for years, because I forget what movie it was, but I was a kid and I started doing that, and I don't.
I have to do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
See, I learned something.
Yeah.
If you do that,
if you're a woman, do it with your nails.
I won't be embarrassed
and
about being naked.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if but because of your blood, because you're gonna have so much blood going here. That might be an issue, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that happened to me. and I was like, okay, that's fine. And I'm healthy, nothing's wrong, thank God. But so yeah, that was fun.
That's interesting. We'll call that the pap smear incident. So like, wowzer, I didn't know they even use that in itself is fascinating. I thought like by medical a prerequisite would have to be metal.
It used to be metal, but I think in like
It's just so
but
odd
everything medical has turned into plastic because of 2020. Because they didn't use the sterilizer because they're like, oh, it's not going to kill COVID, so we're just going to get all plastic to dispose everything, kind of like the shots or when you have to get blood taken, like for you, they throw away the needle right away. So it's just like that. So they can dispose everything, which makes sense.
Yeah,
the one thing I do.
But have the plastic like smooth to the point where it doesn't have any type of edge that could cause an issue.
And maybe
that sounds extremely painful.
Maybe I had the one that wasn't smooth and everybody else had one.
Yeah, that could be.
That could have been it, or they just didn't smooth it very well, which whatever. But
I hear you.
Yeah.
No, it could have been an unlucky draw, so to speak. Where what the F is going on out there? Of all the time, it's been quiet all day. This is just my luck. This is what happened. This is a great segue to our next topic.
Yes.
I mean, we went from testicular talk to the pap smear incident, and now we're going to lead into an unfortunate, which is what's happening in the background with two dogs that are out of control, two a-hole canines. You know what? My dad used to, you know what he would do with troublesome, like, cats or raccoons? He put I miss my dad. What a great guy. Bite on this. Like he would actually put bologna in antifreeze.
Okay.
And he would put it out, and I guess it just destroys the inside, the digestive tract of any animal.
Oh,
the
wow.
antifreeze. But he would put bologna, he would soak it in antifreeze and just put it out in the yard. And it looked like a bomb went off in the yard of the backyard sometimes. You'd have dead birds, dead cats. Hey, have you seen Pookie down the street? No, we haven't seen shit. So, like, just wild stuff.
Yeah, that reminds me of a story that my grandpa told me. He said he never there's a reason why he never liked cats.
Really?
Yes.
And?
There was a neighbor that had a cat, and he had a gerbil. You can see where this is going. And
any story that involves a gerbil is never good.
It was a gerbil or a hamster. I don't know which one it was, but I know
Either
it was
way.
one of them. And my grandpa asked his dad, "Hey, Dad, where's my hamster?" And he's like, "Oh, the neighbor cat ate it. The cat next door ate it." And my grandpa never liked cats to that day because of that.
I thought the story was going to involve something with the gerbil or the hamster going into somebody's buttocks.
No.
Yeah,
The cat just ate it.
Any story that involves a hamster and a gerbil in a negative way, they find their way in somebody's anal cavity.
Yes.
And it never ends up good for anybody
No.
involved.
No.
There's a lot of scratching, some bleeding, and we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, there's another funny story I have to tell you. This is about my sister. I love her to death. I'm the youngest of, my mom had 4 girls. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
So this is my second oldest sister. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm going to say that. So all of us were at the house. Mom was still around. And she's chopping up vegetables in the kitchen. My other sister was talking about the friend that was getting married, right? She's like, "Oh yeah, they're moving to Rochester," and then something about, and then they're going to Costa Rica or somewhere for their honeymoon.
Yeah.
And my sister in the kitchen, she's like, "Isn't that in Puerto Rico?" No, I'm sorry. Isn't Puerto Rico in Mexico? I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. I keep messing up. Isn't Puerto Rico in Michigan?
You didn't mess up because none of the
Oh,
answers are
hilarious.
correct. None of them are correct.
And
Michigan.
She
I would have
it
thought
was
Mexico. At least you're in the.
And this is
the ballpark.
this is the best part. My mom was in the other room, so she wasn't visible. She walks out. She goes to my sister chopping vegetables. That she's like, "Honey, just continue chopping your vegetables and listen to your music. It's okay."
As a mom should do.
That
Moms are what I call the great diffusers of life. They're always able to diffuse a situation where you just don't worry about whatever's going on.
And she was so calm about it, and all of us are just cracking up in the other room. My brother-in-law's on the floor, and then her husband is just like, "Babe, just do what you're doing and shut up."
Yeah.
So,
geography, not her strength. That's okay.
it's okay.
She probably chops a mean vegetable. She probably
Yes.
is like a wonderful human being.
Yes,
Just not
she
big on
is.
get her a globe for Christmas.
And-
Maybe it improves. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Some people aren't good at math.
That's it. Some people.
I'm not good with history.
Some people aren't good in romance. Some people have a gas problem. So. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I thought within the 45 minutes of today's filming, I would get the call for the North American elk and the laughter sound from Morgan. Yeah.
Or as our buddy Pat, shout out to Pat, he says that's the sound that turtles make when they want to mate.
What?
Or while they're mating.
What?
Yeah.
I have to go watch National Geographic now. Shout
There's
out to
literally
Pat.
a video.
I have never heard
There's
of
a video
turtle
on
making a
There's
sound.
a video on YouTube.
They
Just
make
look,
that sound when they bang?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, just look up turtles having sex sound, and it literally sounds exactly like that.
How sad is it that that's going to be my Sunday night? I'm actually going to type that into the Google search. You know, turtles banging. You know, like I want to hear the sound effect.
I forget what, but it was so funny. And then Pat's
I got to get a life.
And then Pat's like, "You sound like turtles having sex." Like he said that so straight faced. I'm like, okay.
I had the most offensive gas attack in a store this week. Because you've seen my fridge.
Yes.
Here's the deadly combo. Ladies and gentlemen, the 30 people or 40 people, hopefully, maybe, that are watching.
We'll see.
Man, let's not get crazy. But I mean, never in your life combine these four things like at once in a sitting of food eating. Pickled asparagus.
Okay.
I mean, need I say more? I mean, you start out with that. It's like a stick of dynamite. The pickled eggs, my beet eggs that I
Right.
love. The pickled beet eggs, delicious. Meatloaf that was store-bought meatloaf. It wasn't homemade. We're talking Stouffer's actually. So I don't know what's in there. There could be dark. There could be. The F was that? I just blew out my left eardrum, and I have a lot of questions. What was that?
Sorry,
That was
I
the
had to
most
burp.
insane sound I've ever heard in my life.
Well,
Oh my God.
well, in this food combination, did you have beans?
I'm just wait. No, we can't just walk that off and just like push that to the side. Oh no! I don't want to talk about the sound effect I just did on a camera. No, that was delightful. That was hilarious.
Anyway, continue.
Pickled asparagus,
Pickled
beet
pickled
eggs, meatloaf, store-bought meatloaf.
Store-bought meatloaf, not
Not
homemade. The chemicals.
What was I thinking? It's so disgusting. And then for whatever reason, I don't really know why, I had, after consuming those three food items,
All right.
I actually had an earnest desire to eat peanut butter by the spoon right out of the jar. So I combined those in an atomic bomb that was inside my body. And I flash forward 3 hours, I'm in a health
Right.
food store. Everybody that, well, some of the people watching, I'm in the
Yeah.
health food store industry. As a sales guy, love my job. I have my dream job. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I walk into a store, and I knew something was brewing. And you
Okay.
all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
When you get a little twinge and you start to like your eyes, you do the 3/4 eyes where you're like,
Yeah.
what exactly was that? Now I'm inside the store, and
Okay.
you know, Hiroshima was like about ready to release from my buttocks. So like, and I had to find a corner of the store where no one was around, or I thought no one was around. And I go to the corner of the store and I release it, and it was loud. It like vibrated the shelving that was nearby.
And you said no one was there, correct?
No, I thought no one was
Oh,
there.
no.
A lady came around the corner. She was probably in her 70s in a shopping cart.
Oh, poor old lady.
She gave me the most sinister look I've ever received, besides ex-girlfriends, that I've ever encountered. It was just an evil look. She stared at me, and I just stared back, and I was motionless because I didn't know she was there.
All right.
And I just locked eyes with her, and she goes, "You animal," like that. She walks away. I didn't have anything to say. All 2 words came out, and I literally did this. I was like, "I'm sorry." Like I didn't know what to say. So then I went to the bathroom.
What are you supposed to say? Like,
Well,
you can't help it.
I made a beeline for the bathroom. I locked the door. I was embarrassed, but I just also wanted to check my pants.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been a dangerous situation. It wasn't, thank God. So, you know, nothing happened. But that was my other story. And we're right at the time limit now.
Yeah.
Where it's perfect. Where it's
Uh,
probably, now that we're going to be taken off of YouTube and demonetized.
Probably.
Best to like end the segment now. I don't know how we got on the topic of my atomic gas or pap smears
Right.
or my testicles, but I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Next week, Nick will be back.
Yes.
We're gonna have to have Morgan back sooner than later, and we'll talk about what happened over the last week. I'm certain there's gonna be more stuff with topics such as Epstein and, you know, other political topics
And then
we may
Nick will
dive
talk about his
into.
vacation.
Nick will talk about his vacation. Probably do a little movie talk. I plan on watching at least a new movie like this next week, so we can get back to movie commentary. We kind of like have been lax in that. I want to review the new Fantastic Four or something. We'll figure it all out. But hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Come back and see us. You know, whether it's the American Fan podcast with Fletch and Nick, F.A.M podcast with Fletch and Morgan. We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
Remember my 2 rules: be kind to one another, and Fletch loves you. And we'll see you next time here in my barn without the dog barking, hopefully, on the American Fan podcast. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for letting me come.